The Ballad of the Windsor Suites, or How I Paid $300 a Night to Suffer in a Dystopian Dollhouse. Oh, my darlings, gather round and let me tell you the tragic tale of the Windsor Suites Philadelphia, a place where dreams go to die, where champagne flutes are a myth, and where the wallpaper peels off like the last shreds of my dignity. I arrived, my heart aflutter, thinking I had booked a luxury studio, the naivety, only to discover that luxury here means we haven't set the building on fire yet. Let me take you through this journey of despair, step by agonizing step. The Great AC Deception, or How I Learned to Sweat Like a Victorian Child in a Coal Mine. The room was hotter than Satan's armpit. 75 degrees, they claimed. Lies, it was a sauna, a torture chamber. I called Maintenancio, sweet summer child. I thought they would help, and watched as a man pretended to fix the AC. He tapped it like he was playing a sad, out-of-tune piano, then shrugged like, "What do you want from me, mortal?" By 2 a.m., I was marinating in my own sweat, clinging to a sad little fan like it was my last lifeline. And when I dared to complain, "We have no control over the temperature." Then why did you send a maintenance man to mime at the thermostat? Why? The Filth Chronicles, or A Love Letter to the Mysterious Brown Stain. The carpet was alive. I don't mean metaphorically, I mean if I had walked barefoot I would have caught something. A disease, a curse, the lingering regret of whoever last stayed here. The bathroom, oh darling. The tub was rusting like an abandoned shipwreck, painted over with what I can only assume was craft store acrylic. The sink had a mysterious brown smear. Was it chocolate? Was it sin? We'll never know. Housekeeping, a fantasy. They claimed my do not disturb sign was up. Gaslighting. I was gone for 10 hours. 10. And yet my room remained untouched, the dust settling like snow in a post-apocalyptic wasteland. The champagne flute incident, or how the front desk laughed in my face like a Disney villain. I made a simple request, 4 champagne flutes, for celebrating. The response? Laughter, not polite laughter, not oh how charming, laughter, mean girl laughter. That's not a thing, they said while standing in front of a fully stocked bar. Imagine, a hotel, a place where people celebrate things. Acting like glassware is a myth, like I had asked for a unicorn, the audacity. The TV that wasn't tea, or a Black Mirror episode in real life. The TV worked for 30 minutes, just long enough to give me hope before dying like my will to live. The remote? Missing buttons like it had been chewed by a demon. I called the front desk. We'll send someone at 7 a.m. At 2 a.m., 7 a.m., what am I supposed to do until then? Stare at the peeling wallpaper and question my life choices? The lounge of broken promises, or how to pay extra for the privilege of disappointment. I paid extra for the exclusive lounge. What did I get? A table so dirty it looked like a crime scene, a layer of dust so thick I could write my name in it, and the same hairband I dropped the night before, still there, mocking me. They restocked the snacks but couldn't be bothered to wipe the table. Barbaric. The checkout scam, or oops, we forgot to remove that charge. They promised to remove the lounge charge. Lies. The final bill still there. Like a bad ex who won leave. Conclusion, or How I Learned That Hell is a Hotel in Philadelphia. This place is not a hotel.
Script content, oh my god, I was just looking into scams near the Windsor Suites Philadelphia, and like it's so sad, Tourists come here thinking it's all nice, but some businesses around here, they just take advantage. Like okay, first businesses near the Windsor Suites Philadelphia sometimes look legit, but they ray not. There was this fortune-telling shop, right? Super pretty storefront, candles, all that. But the people inside, they told customers they could remove curses if they brought cash and jewelry for cleansing. And guess what? The money just disappeared. Over 600,000 stolen. Like how could you do that to people? I bet those tourists left feeling so stupid and heartbroken. And the scammers probably just moved to another city to do it again. Then there's this other thing, pharmacies here seem normal but some workers, not so honest. This one Eagles fan tried to buy tickets from a guy who said he worked at a local pharmacy. His Facebook looked real, had his job listed and everything. But after she sent 600, poof, gone, no tickets, no refund. She probably cried, and the scammer, probably laughing somewhere with her money. And oh my god, the text scams. Like people near the Windsor Suites Philadelphia get these fake messages saying, hey, you owe taxes, click here. Or you want a refund, but it's all fake. Tourists panic, put in their card info, and boom, money gone. I bet some of them even went to fake payment centers before realizing it was a scam. Like, how evil do you have to be to trick people like that? It's just depressing. You come for a nice trip, and some people here just want to take everything from you.
Okay, here is a traveler's advisory, the business landscape around the Windsor Suites Philadelphia. Good day. My task is to present a detailed assessment of the commercial environment surrounding the Windsor Suites Philadelphia, and frankly, it's disheartening. It feels as though a carefully curated dream of a vibrant city experience has been subtly eroded. The businesses in this area, as a whole, present a consistent feeling of disappointment. It's not a catastrophic failure across the board, more a pervasive sense of something missing. A spirit, perhaps, a genuine care for the customer. I've reviewed a considerable volume of feedback, and a pattern emerges. These aren't isolated incidents. It's a reflection of a systemic issue. It's like peeling an onion. Each layer reveals another layer of trouble. I will present this to you, not as individual complaints, but as a characterization of the entire area. Consider this a warning, less about specific establishments and more about the type of experience you should realistically anticipate. Let's begin. A general sense of disconnect. Retail and entertainment, the businesses here, generally speaking, lean towards a superficial appeal. There's a constant feeling of trying too hard, but missing the mark entirely. A manufactured experience. The most prominent example of this is, unfortunately, the Fashion District, Philadelphia. It's a hollow shell of what it once was. Many speak of the gallery, the previous incarnation, with a wistful, almost aching nostalgia. Customers describe it as having had a soul, a cozy atmosphere. Now, it's a monument to unfulfilled potential, and the problems are substantial. A recurring theme in the feedback is the baffling decision to restrict restroom access. Imagine arriving, eager to explore, only to be told you can't relieve yourself until a designated time, forcing you to seek facilities elsewhere and potentially pay for the privilege. I find this, frankly, insulting. It's as if basic human decency is considered a luxury. One reviewer expressed concern about ending up in jail for simply requesting to use the facilities. A grim thought, isn't it? Then there's a sentiment amongst some clientele that they are simply being watched, feeling attention, a suspicion. Reports of being harassed while browsing, questioned for simply looking at items. It suggests a deeply ingrained distrust of patrons. It seems this district has lost its ability to create a welcoming environment. People are actively avoiding it. It's as if the very foundations of customer service have been forgotten, and the complaints aren't about a lack of high-end designer stores. It's the lack of basic comfort and respect. Around here, it very much feels like the businesses running them do not care about the locals, just the tourists. The the mirage of wellness spas and self-care, the situation is scarcely better when it comes to establishments purporting to offer relaxation and rejuvenation. Take Rescue Spa, for example. It has generated a surprisingly high number of negative experiences, and it's disturbing. The core complaint isn't about substandard treatments. It's about a pervasive attitude of coldness and arrogance. Customers describe a feeling of being unwelcome, as if their patronage is an imposition. The staff, in many accounts, are described as dismissive, lacking warmth, and prioritizing a perceived sense of exclusivity over actual hospitality.